Previously on Skyrim Rags to Riches, Olaf made a new friend, then he forced his new friend to kill a load of bandits. He mined some ore, killed yet more elk. He turned those ingredients into some helmets, which he then sold. Then he went fishing with his bare hands, stole some gloves from a dead Thalmor, tried alchemy but wasn't very good at it, and then decided to leave Whiterun and head to Markarth and the surrounding area known as the Reach. He found a chest in a clearing, and then this happened. So it turns out that Olaf has angered a Hagraven, an extremely powerful monster, way beyond his meagre fighting capabilities. So the usual plan of action, flee, as we did with the giants last time. Luckily, we managed to lose the Hagraven's line of sight and it gave up chase, which is handy because there weren't many town guards nearby that we could have drawn her to. So slightly singed by her fireballs, but otherwise unscathed, and we escape back to the city of Markarth for a night at the Silverblood Inn. And Olaf has survived yet another encounter with a deadly beast. So, in the morning, we're just about to leave the Silverblood Inn when this fella offers us a little wager.
I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septims says I can take you, barehanded.
So, Olaf's a hard-working, a burly, beefy Nord, so we figure he can handle himself in a fight. So we challenge this fella at Kosnak to a barroom brawl, and we win. And for winning this little fight, we get 200 gold. That's like a whole day of hunting, so perhaps Olaf's found his calling, beating up drunk people. In Markarth we find the Temple of Dibella, and we get a blessing from the Goddess of Beauty, that's Dibella, which gives us a 10% speechcraft boost, which really help him with selling stuff, get some better prices. Outside Markarth we spot this dog, and notice it has a name. A lot of dogs are just merely called Dog. Then we find out that this guy Banning is selling the dog for 500 gold. He describes it as a war dog. It doesn't look like a beast of battle to me with its smiley eyes, but we buy it because we figure that it'll be a good bit of protection for Olaf should he get cornered by another monster, which he inevitably will.
He'll follow you to oblivion and back, if it comes to that.
We do a bit more farming outside of Markarth, even though it makes us no money, but you know, when we see those crops, Olaf can't resist picking a good cabbage. He sees those cabbages as shiny gold coins. So we head out into the Reach again, try and do a bit of hunting, but it's an absolute failure. We don't come across any animals apart from one goat, which we miss. So between that, the Hagraven and the lack of animals, we decided that the Reach is not a place for Olaf, and so we decide to leave Markarth. So we head to the horse and cart and pay 20 gold to go to Solitude. Now this is where the house is that Olaf wants to buy in the future, but he doesn't have enough money yet, so we're just going to go there anyway and get a taste of the nobleman's life, a little flavour of what it will be like once Olaf is a wealthy nobleman. Inside the clothes shop called the Radiant Raiment, this lady gives us some fine lord-like clothes to model for the Jarl. Olaf, he doesn't look right wearing the clothes of an emperor, but the Jarl seems to like it.
I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon.
So we head back to the Radiant Raiment, and we get some gold for modelling the clothes, which is some easy money. Plus, we get the actual clothes to keep, but they're not practical for a hunting man, a man of the earth. So we sell the fine robes and we buy some more practical clothes. There we go. Olaf is no longer wearing an old sack. He is now wearing some relatively nice clothes. So we have some slaughter fish for dinner and sleep in a very fine Solitude Inn. So we decided that yesterday there was too much messing about with that modelling quest, so we decided today is all about hard graft. We must earn enough gold to make up the difference for buying the dog, and just spend the whole day not exploring annoying Hagravens, but just farming, hanging out with the dog, eating some 3 square meals a day, just a simple working man's day. We do a bit of work here at the lumber mill, but we don't get any money for it or anything. Didn't get a single penny for chopping that log. But we decided that we're going to spend the rest of the day chopping wood and nothing else. So that was a whole day we spent chopping wood, and we got so much that we can't even run. We're encumbered by the amount of wood that we chopped. We sell it to Hagraven, whose mill we were sort of hanging around in, and we get a quite amazing 440 gold. So that plus a little bit of farming, and we are in the biggest profit we've been yet. So we go for a little wander around the swampy areas around Solitude. We kill some crabs. Nothing really of note. Again, there's a lack of creatures around here. Whiterun seems to be most abundant in elk. We harvest some flowers and just go for a little wander. We kill a spider, which feels dangerously close to killing a monster, but it spat poison right in our eyeballs, so we had to do something. We find some Nernroot, and whilst exploring we come across a little bandits camp buried under a cave, and the beds are marked as unowned. So we think maybe this could be somewhere for Olaf to sleep for free, but we worry that we'll sleep there and then the bandits who live there will come back, and that'll be the end of Olaf's adventure. But it's got everything. It's got a cooking spit, it's got the lot. While exploring we find a ship, so we go aboard and we think maybe we can trade with the sailors on board, but then they pull out some massive swords